I logged out here, didn't I? Don't move! Oh, no, this is going to end badly. Was slain by I'm a derp. Etanoid. GG, buddy. GG. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Together. Wow, go Wings! Hi. Yeah, the Woodland Mansion has this new thing. You can farm a lot of Vindicators, right? Ooh, and this place is bigger than before, isn't it? Someone has expanded this and built an upstairs area. GG, I like it. It makes the whole thing look nice and complete. And from out here you can see it's a little bit unfinished at the top there, but that's cool. I'm sure that'll get done soon. Oh yeah, and there is this area over here. We did this together during a live stream. It is just a bit of terraforming, that's all. That I'm not really sure what this is going to be used for. I think it's going to lead to some other new communal areas. The build palette here, though, we figured it out on the live stream. Lots of brown and reddish colours. There's some soul sand and muddy patches. And then there's all sorts of leaves and mushrooms. It just looks really awesome. And then there is this path leading up to a new area where you've got that cliffy area at the back. But I don't know really what else is going on with this project at the moment. And for the beginning of this episode, what we're going to be doing is another one of our little tours checking out the nether area here on the server. This area around the Elytra Arena is constantly evolving and changing. It's fantastic. There's an entrance to the subway right there. If we head up here, though, we'll get to where we were, I think, like the first time that I did one of these switching between views, little intros. There was this area right here, and we walked down through this space, and I think it was pretty bare and barren, and now you can see there is a windmill. There's these beautiful stone cliffs sort of overhanging. Well, what would you call that? It's not a cliff, it's an overhang. That'll do, it's an overhang, and then some structures leading up into that area. Absolutely wonderful. But going around in this area, there has been a lot of development as well. Down below we should see a stone path. Yeah, this is the one that goes all the way around the Elytra Arena, and where I want to head is just over to that building. So there are a couple of cool base fronts over on this side. This building looks super interesting. There is a path that goes all the way through the middle of it, and I got to tell you, the view from here is pretty spectacular. Check this out. There is a wonderful nether bridge, and then another one. I think that second one wasn't even there last time I was in this area checking it out. And it's pretty awesome to walk through it. Architect, it says here, is Naholamman94. Message me to order your own builds. Naholamman, I think you're going to get a lot of messages because this is wonderful. The end rods, man, it makes the bridge sparkle, quite literally. It is literally a sparkling bridge, and it leads us into this little dark oak forest here. This actually reminds me of Season 3 Hermitcraft. I manufactured my own little dark oak forest outside of our base there, and let's head across this other bridge as well. This one was also made by Naholam Man. I really like the glass here. It's a little bit scary because the glass changes colour and it makes you feel like you might fall into a hole. Now on the left here things are sort of in construction, and the bridge going to end here without a pathway, but around the corner here you ain't going to believe what is just around this place. This is breathtaking over here. Let's go and have a look. Check this out. We got a tree, and I believe this was originally a prank. There is now a ghast face on it because it kind of looked like a ghast, right? That is something special right there. This area looks gorgeous though. The view from where I'm standing, there's like this lovely little bridge and like a modern build over there as well. Oh, this is so cool. I really enjoy making these intros. It's fantastic to wander through the Nether. Oh, it's so cool. This area here, though, is kind of like a little bit unfinished. Lots of stuff is still in progress, and it looks like there has been some sort of flattening happening over here. This big open area looks a little bit new to me. There's some interesting builds around here as well. It's all still coming together. What we're going to do right now is actually backtrack to the Elytra Arena, and there is another gorgeous part just sort of over to the right-hand side of this area that is pretty stunning to look at. This place is absolutely stunning. I love the architecture, the little bridge going across the middle here, the bridge going up the side. That was actually something we built together in a live stream. This area is gorgeous, and look at what's over there. Some upside down wizard towers hanging from the ceiling. I've actually kind of got a bad view of it here, haven't I? Let's just move in. That's super cool. And there's some like upside down broccoli fungi going on as well. Now here's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to try and get up there. The thing is, this ender pearl that I'm throwing is probably going to miss. Oh, it missed in a bad way, and now I've managed to use my wings. I think I got kind of lucky there. Excellent, excellent. Let's land in here. I'm not sure whose base this is, but maybe that's their face. Maybe this is their creeper pal. Who knows? This is a gorgeous little build up the top here. So the towers are like a front, and this one here holds an enchanting table. But then behind it, you've got these little ridges on the top of the cliffs. Got a grassy area, magma blocks in the ground, setting poor old Asuma, well, not on fire, but causing me damage. Beautiful nether portal, storage area, creepy looking Vex-like guy, although that is a witherhead actually, and a staircase that goes down below. My favourite areas are just over here though, check this out. All hail Evil X, I agree. First End City raided, awesome, awesome. Confiscated contraband. Oh, I love that, that's wonderful. And over here we've got a little memento room, and check it out. A trophy from the Woodland Mansion has been placed down, which reminds me that I've actually been placing these down for a few players around the area. And man, that is so cool with the Vindicator and the Evoker hanging out. Over on this side, there's also the first dragon I killed on Let's Play Minecraft Together. This is so cool. Alright, so here's something interesting. We have a player who is in need of a trophy. This one is from the Woodland Mansion. Check it out. So there is the certified stamp of approval. When we upgrade to 1.13, you're going to get an item you can place on the ground and do it yourself, which is absolutely awesome. So anyway, I have to now do this, or me or a staff member or someone who's OP. This is the place that they wanted their trophies. So if we go into functions and then into trophies, I believe, bam, and then Woodland Mansion, and we're facing east. Wow. There it is! Oh my god, look at that grin! That is superb. Well done on defeating the Woodland Mansion and killing the Evoker. And there it is, your own personalised trophy. This one was made by Aqua Lazuli, by the way, and it looks wonderful. So we are here with TK Nudjnu, who came third place, one of the 3 people in third place in my little armor stand trophy thing. So I'm going to go and place their trophy right there. This room though, look at it, absolutely amazing. It's kind of similar to one we showed off just an episode ago as well. But anyway, once again, we've got to figure out what way are we facing. It's east again. This is going to be nice and easy for me. Oh, and it's the first one when you tab. It is bronze, which is third, and it is east. And there you go. You got yourself a little trophy in your trophy room. Awesome. And it is probably no surprise to see something like this happen. Etanoid is collecting the Vindicators. This is entirely something that you can do now. You could farm them in enormous quantities. You've got a bush in your head, I believe, so you don't start attacking people and summoning Vexes. Cool, it's going to be interesting to see what Etanoid does with all of these. Well, that should have explained what you saw at the very beginning of this video. After I checked out what Etanoid was up to, I logged out there, and I think he just saw where I logged out and was like, time to troll X. Well played, my friend. Well played. This is the little building that we put together during a live stream. We built this little bridge up to that area. There's now this underneath. It's a subway station, man. These look so cool, and they're absolutely everywhere cool. And then that goes deep down underground. Let's go walk up the staircase. It looks pretty cool. Kind of repetitive. That might be my fault. And then up the top here, this leads to a place where there's like note block music to listen to, and it's called the Musical Garden. Sponsored by the Communist Party. Jeez, does that mean it's everyone's garden? Anyway, over here, as you can see, there are note blocks for the trees. That's just such a cool idea. And then it kind of thins out a little bit here because the next area hasn't been developed. But if you follow the second channel plug, you know, you can go follow that if you want to. Over there, I posted a video listening to this song. In fact, what I'll probably do is just link it down below in the description box. Anyhoozle, my adventures on the server have led me to this place, and I thought, oh no, they ripped out the lovely lobby that they built and changed the interior. As you can see, there are now these paths going around the side, and I've realised that that is the main one over there. This is the Elytra arena, and someone's come along and decorated all of these paths. So GG, it looks fantastic. 4BF over here wanting to claim a shop. That's a great place to put a shop. Nice little view of the Elytra arena as well. And as we walk around here, I believe this is the main lobby. Yeah, I had a little bit of a heart attack there. I thought they had ripped it out. I was like, no, this place is wonderful. Anyway, let's not get distracted here. We're going to pop on to the sword world now. If you remember, we had a sword competition. Well, before we hop on there, let's announce the results of that competition. So first of all, thank you to everyone who participated in this competition. Myself and some of the other staff members went around, look at every single plot and put together a list of our favourites, and then we tallied those together, and these are the results. It means that we have a joint second place, so we figured we'd give away 4 passes this time. So the prize is you get a year-long pass to play on the server, so you can get yourself whitelisted. Get in touch with us through our Discord server if you see yourself on this list. In first place, Zek, I have probably butchered your name, but congratulations, you finished first. Then we had 2 second places, Jordan Does and Lucky Tiger Kidden. And then in the third place, the Weirdo27. If you're one of these people and you want to be whitelisted, then get in touch with us on our Discord server. For everyone else, you should now be able to visit the server by going on to play.xisumavoid.com and typing /swordcomp into the chat. And this is where you will get taken to, and I gotta say, this world was massively inspiring. I spent about 3 hours going through all of the submissions here. I would fly down in one direction, I would look at all the swords, I'd get to the end, and I'd go to the next row and come back again. And it was really interesting to look at all the different sword designs, and it gave me a ton of inspiration on how you could unlock these swords inside of the game itself. So originally, we were only looking for a few swords, a handful of ideas, but now we have seen so many things, we've come up with a new way to put these swords into the game. So what we're going to be doing is creating advancements. There will be an advancement tab that will give you swords. There'll also be one for trophies as well, and we're basically going to create challenges for the players to do in the game that will then give them a sword. So if the sword is themed around a particular mob, maybe it means you've got to kill that mob 1,000 times and then you'll get given the sword. But this one right here is going to go into the game, and you get it for killing none other than me. So when I'm online, please be polite and ask me, and I'll probably be happy to be killed since I can keep my inventory. And if you kill me in game, you will get this sword right here, which was made by Vladek or Valadek or something like that. I've forgotten. Do you know what? We'll do this proper. I'll come over here and type /pi. It is Vladek7. And yeah, if you're one of the people whose swords has been picked out to be put into the pack, you will be given World Edit on play.xisumavoid.com, so you can get access to that as well. But right now what we're going to do is go to the competition winners plots and check out the sword designs they came up with. So in first place we have Zek, and you can see why they have ended up here. This is a beautiful set of tools and swords, and wow, they just look very cohesive. I very much like this, and it gives me a lot of inspiration for what kind of attributes these weapons could have. These ones over here look like they've been crafted in the End Dimension. You've got the purple of the Enderman eyes, you've got the tint of the Ender Pearl fused into the weapon, and to me this just screams special ability, something like being able to do a lot extra damage to Enderman or being able to teleport the player in the End Dimension. But unfortunately, what we have to do is stick to the vanilla game. That's something that we agreed to do. So none of these tools are ever going to be better than diamond swords, but they are going to look very cool. And these ones over here, to me, they look like they would be crafted with a Nether Star. And in 1.13, we're also going to add swords that you can craft as well. But if they were crafted with a Nether Star, maybe they should have the ability to do more damage to the Wither. I'm not sure that's even something we can do in vanilla Minecraft, but I think if ever there's going to be a Season 2 of Let's Play Minecraft Together, one of the things I would love to do is actually build on top of the vanilla tech tree and make things that are more powerful than diamond swords. But I'm kind of losing myself here. Let's talk about what we're actually looking at. Beautiful set of crazy looking redstone tools right here. They just look ever so awesome, and then some golden ones around here. It is no surprise why this plot finished in first place. So I'm heading to the next plot, and what do I see? Is that a Bumbo Cactoni sword? That's kind of the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh no, this one is the worst one that I've ever seen. Has someone sort of just punched a load of these on top because they kind of removed the texture? Let's get rid of those. Don't mind this. Yeah, it's a Bumbo Cactoni sword. So here is Jordan does his plot, and as you can see, Jordan has built a lot of swords, but I think a lot of these swords are going to end up in the game because they are themed around mobs. And one of the things that we want to do is have a sword for each type of mob. So when 1.13 rolls out and we update the server, we're going to have like an advancement for killing lots of guardians, and it will yield you a sword like this. And quite a few of those are going to come from Jordan's plot, as he's sort of themed each of the swords around a different thing in the game, which is really cool. Like, that's obviously mushrooms with the spotted white blocks on red. This Ender Dragon sword here, really love the use of the dragon face in there. Zombie pigman sword down the bottom. It's super creative. I don't think all of them hit. A couple of them don't quite work. There's a villager face one. That's a little bit odd. But most of them are fantastic. That one, I believe, is a shulker. And when I looked at it, I did initially wonder why there was a gap here. But now I understand, because it's a shulker, right? The shell opens. That's amazing. That sword will probably go in as well. I really wish we had a way in this game to add more paintings in, because imagine the competitions we could do with that. Little painting competitions to put your ZAFs and your Cub fans with llamas into the game. Oh, we really need to find a way to do something like that. So next up, it's Lucky Tiger Kitten, and I gotta say, I got a huge smile on my face right now. These textures are adorable, and the swords here, just wow, wonderful. This one right here is going to make it into the game for when you kill pufferfish, or perhaps maybe just collect them. We don't want all the things to be about killing stuff, right? And you got an Asuma Fairy sword or an Asuma Fairy pickaxe there. That, I love. That should actually be a pickaxe. I now need to think of something that you could use that for. Perhaps mining a certain block that I like a certain amount of times. We've got a polar bear sword here. This one you're going to get from working with the polar bear trader. It's something we have on our vanilla server, but because polar bears are rare, we added in a trader which you can buy one for. So perhaps on your first trade you get a sword. That would be pretty cool. And there's some other amazing designs here as well, including a banana. We got a banana sword. I didn't look at that like it was a banana sword until now. That's wonderful. And in third place we have the Weirdo 27, whose plot includes lightsabers glowing in a variety of different colours. I assume they are lightsabers because they are glowing. I've not really got any ideas on how we could incorporate lightsabers into this game. If we had like crazy control over the game, imagine them actually emitting light. That would be superb. And then there are a few extra designs up the top here. Now, one of the plots that I voted for wasn't in the top 3, so I thought what we would do is actually head over to that plot and I'll show you some more cool designs. So this is the plot of Tector, or better yet Tector underscore. We're adding a couple of these in. The redstone hammer is gorgeous. Below it, there is this bone with a nether star. So we were thinking of crafting a nether star with a couple of bones to allow you to have that as a weapon. This Enderman Sword is probably going to go into the game. And I think that's actually it from this one right here. But this was just another really cool plot that I wanted to give a shout out to. Oh yeah, and this sword right here, that reminds me of something quite important to talk about. So the last sword had 2 blades that could twirl around one another, and imagine that this is animated and those flames coming off the sword are moving around. It turns out we can actually animate the swords as well as the icons of them as well, so we're going to look into animating a few of these swords, and this one right here we reckon you will get from killing blazes. So if you kill enough of them, you get an animated sword that is on fire. That that has got me excited, my friends. That sounds really cool. And before we leave this world, we need to go into the chill zone. This amused me greatly. Someone had actually converted this entire place into a cool, fun location you could go and hang out on. And it had multiple floors as well. It might have been that a couple of people did this, but I remember there being one with multiple floors. Look, there's an area there. There's another one down here. I mean, another reason to explore the server is just to see stuff like this. And boy, oh boy, is it interesting. Very creative. I always love the things that people do on these servers, man. We asked you to design swords and then you went and built some amazing interior deco. So I'm heading back to the base, and I thought I should let you know that my base is now pretty much finished. Like, there's nothing else I want to do to it. And I'm kind of waiting for 1.13 to arrive on the server at the moment, so I'm not going to be expanding my base. But when 1.13 arrives, I'm really looking forward to doing our community projects. We've got them all listed out over here. What's this? 10k? That is insane. That sign has been adjusted and modified. And also over here we had a little walkway to go through another area. I was wondering what we could do with it, but someone has moved my skeleton horse over here, so thank you, whoever that is, for doing so. This place has now got a nice little stable to hang out in. Even got one hay bale as well as a whole bunch of fire. So with that done, my base is now basically finished, which is really cool. And I've also got to tidy up all of this again. Ah, not you. You killed me at the beginning of the episode, you did. There were some sneaky fellas in here a second ago. Aha, there you are, throwing diamond hose at me. I see ya, I see ya. I know what you... There's a sign there. Squatting spot. Okay. I don't know what's that about. Also, over here, Etanoid has come over and expanded the chest, which is fantastic, because we've got another question to go into here. Why do I have... Didn't we do 25 and 26? Why is this one 27? Well, it turns out that I'm a bit of a fool. That is supposed to be number 25. And it says, will there be a resettable ocean monument when we find one? I keep forgetting sometimes. I have all these lists of things to talk about and show you in the episodes. And the resettable ocean monument has been ready for a couple of weeks. So perhaps it's in the next episode that we'll go and get that up and running so you can start to use that. But yes, we have a resettable ocean monument on the server, and I believe there will be a trophy for completing it as well, so something else for the players on here to do. And everyone is just trying to troll me at the moment, it feels like. I better go back in my cage. Well, there we go. I'm locked in my cage now. I hope you enjoyed this episode and Let's Play Minecraft together. If you did, leave a like as always. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye bye.